Hey, it's MK, and I am here with another layout for you guys for the Get in Shape scrapbooking hop, and today's shape is a square. So I'm also playing along with Follow a Sketch February, and today's layout, or sketch I should say, has circles in it. So I'm going to try and combine the circles with the squares, and I thought it would be super fun to document how my littles used to bowl. Now this one is just Kyrie bowling. I tried to take a picture of each of them so that way they could watch their growth. So this is a Sketchability sketch number 92, and I absolutely love the freedom that this sketch gives me. And as soon as I saw all of those circle-y bits, I instantly thought of bowling for some weird reason. So I'm going to pull out my tag maker and try to make a couple tags that are specific to my Get in Shape. I also have some leftover daisies from the Pretty Little Studios Kit Conspiracy Kit Sun-Kissed that we played with. I have some bowling title icons from Some Assemblage Required. I'm going to throw in these frames from 49 and Market. I love the color for one. Also from 49 and Market is this little ticket set from Let's Dance Thickers. I've got this for real puffy sticker. I thought that I was going to bring in those film strip squares because I thought they were squares. And then I thought, no, that's cheating because they're not really a square. They're a rectangle. So I really have to do a little bit harder than that. I just shared with you guys my photo. I have a couple little bits and pieces, mostly just banner pieces from the Sun-Kissed collection from Pretty Little Studios. And then these are some scraps that I had cut down from a previous layout, and I was hoping to map my photo using those. Perfect for the circular elements. And then I'm going to use this ledger paper. I love the distressed edges on this ledger paper. It's got that perfect little amount of pink for my little one. She's also using a cute little, you can't really tell, but it's a cute little pink dinosaur where she puts her ball on and then she pushes it down, down its back and out its tail to help her guide the ball down the alley. And she would stand in that formation exactly how I have her pictured until the ball actually touches the pins. I thought it was hilarious. She was not going to move a muscle until she saw what her ball had accomplished. It was my most favorite thing ever when we went bowling because I just got a kick out of how into it my kids actually were. And I actually love going bowling. And so I love taking my kids going bowling. We do bowling birthday parties for friends all the time. Now, I don't go and take my kids because it's super expensive to rent even 2 lanes for a birthday party, but we still enjoy when others do. And on the other side of the alley is, I think it's called Cold Stone ice cream. I don't know, but it is delightful. You get to go and out of these tubs and pick out your ice cream that is included. There's pizza and ice cream included in the bowling, experience. For the birthday party, and that's probably why it's so expensive. And I'm a fuddy-duddy. I don't do that. We don't really throw parties. I don't know. I've always had a thing about throwing birthday parties, so we like to keep it nice and small. But every now and then, on a whim, it's normally Saturdays at 10 o'clock. That's when the bowling center opens. And we go and we rent the lane. And when it's just the lane, you rent it per game. And it doesn't matter. It's up to 6 people on a lane per game. And so that's what we usually do. And we usually just do it. We don't pre-rent. We just go and see if it's available. And if it is, yay. If it's not, it's okay. We'll try again next weekend, right? But we just, my husband and I just really like to do things spontaneously instead of planning out our weekends, because with his new job, our weekends can never be planned again. Oh, the joy of being a manager. So anywho, I am going ahead. So I traced out now these little frames, tag frames. They actually come with a template where you're supposed to trace it out. That way it's absolutely perfect for cutting out and putting and using inside these frames. However, somewhere down the line, I lost it. These particular tags were already opened, and so I'm not entirely sure where that stencil went to. So I traced around my frames and cut out what I thought, and then as you can see, I have to cut down a little bit at a time. So I'm using the Tim Holtz vellum, and I took some, what is it called? Some picked raspberry and worn lipstick and splattered them down. Now, the only splatters I own in Distress ink, well, I own a few actual ink splatters or ink sprays, but I mostly own all oxides. And so with the oxide, you have to shake really good, you guys, or you're going to instantly get that oxidation and not the color you were looking for. So make sure that if you own oxide inks, that you shake really well, okay? I'm just stressing out how well you have to shake. So anyways, also too, when it comes to vellum, it takes forever to dry, and I'm not a patient waiter. So I tried to put this layout together without actually waiting for the vellum to dry, and I do end up having to place my imagery and embellishments and things where I don't really want to, because I end up with a lot of pink smudges all over this layout, but it's my fault, right? And the only one that I really couldn't cover up was where I got it on the photo, but it's really not that big of a deal unless you're looking for it. So I'm not going to tell you where it is. If you spot it, let me know. But in all honesty, I'm really not going to tell you because you really can't see it. Seriously, it's not that big of a deal, but on the ledger paper, it was noticeable. So I do end up putting a daisy here and a bowling pin there just to cover up. And I really didn't want to put my embellishments out that far, but it's my fault for being impatient. All right, so I've got my title. It's gonna say that's how I roll for real. I just got a kick out of it. Plus, it's all pink. My youngest daughter is a very, very girly girl. Like, she's total girl. Like, she likes the nails, and she likes the hair, and she likes the makeup, and she likes all things girly. And I suck as a mom, so I'm not a very girly girl mom. I have to call friends for help. But no, seriously, we do go to spa days, my daughter and I. I don't enjoy it as much as she does, but it's something that she enjoys doing with me. And she loves watching me throw a fit because it's not something I enjoy doing, but it's what she enjoys doing. And I want to go and enjoy my time with her doing the things she likes to do. So that's where I take away from that. And she thinks it's funny that mom doesn't. And we do it anyways, right? She just gets a kick out of it, like, look what mom did today. Yeah, it's it's quite the talk of the house for about a week afterwards. But we love going to get our hair done together. She goes and gets her nails done, and I just sit there and watch. I get to pick out the paint color sometimes. Now that she's older, mom doesn't get to pick out the paint color. But yeah, it's it's just a fun day with my daughter doing what she likes to do. All right, so now that I've got all of my little squares out, I'm going to go ahead and start putting them down. So I have this, it looks like Elmer's Craft Bond adhesive squares. Well, the biggest part that I missed in purple was that they are repositionable. And that is true to its name. They don't stick worth a darn, like not at all. And I don't realize that until I start to go put my layout together. Oh, I just shared with you guys where my pink oopsie got on my photo. Whoops. You can also see a pink spludge underneath the R on the word for. I have to put a bowling pin there, and then where I put the other bowling pin, yep, that one there. That's another smudge. So go me. So somewhere down the line, I realize that my adhesive is not sticking, and I'm starting to get really super frustrated, you guys, at this point. There's another spot where I didn't realize it was sticking. It just becomes a total disaster, but I still am stubborn and I haven't figured it out yet that this stuff is not sticking. Look, see, here it is. Oh, maybe I just missed a spot. Let's try it again. I put it right here. Yeah, I don't read the product. I don't even know where I got these squares. I think I got them from a local gal that was, wanting to, this is where I realized that it says repositionable. A local gal was looking at, it's one of those things where you have to pick a hobby, right? And once you choose that hobby, you have to get rid of all of your other hobbies. And she picked quilting. And so the scrapbook hobby had to go. So she contacted me. Actually, she put it on Facebook first. And when she only got a couple bites here and there, she contacted me and knew that I took retreats. She knew that I went on retreats and would take her stuff to the retreat and everything. And so she asked if I was interested in coming and looking at any of her stuff. And so I thought, oh, absolutely. And I told her what would become of her items if I chose not to keep all of it, because I knew I was not going to be able to keep all of it. And so she was perfectly happy with that. So I picked and chose what I wanted out of her items, not with her watching, obviously. I took all of her stuff, picked through it, and then I took, that's where I was sharing with my son, because he wanted to know why I was retaping everything. And I told him, I said, because this stupid thing was... says repositionable and I'm mad. So anyways, and then I took all the rest of the goodies to one of my next retreat. I can't remember which one. And the ladies loved it. They were appreciative of it, and absolutely it all found really good homes. It really did. I sent her a couple pictures of how delighted the girls were. And she was so super happy that she was able to make a couple gals days happy, right? So anyways, amongst all of these rolling bowling balls and pins and things, I am scattering out the flowers. Now, the reason why I picked the flowers in the first place is because they are prominent on the sketch. Instead of having numbers going along the left side, I decided to have my frames and my ticket, because you need tickets to go bowling. In our town, you have to have a ticket for your shoes and a ticket for all that, and then you have to turn your ticket in when you turn your shoes in, and your score sheet. But now the score sheet went from being a piece of paper and you write down all your scores to electronic. And so the score sheet prints out at the end of your game, and you can collect it or you can just, have them throw it away. It doesn't matter. Now I believe, because so many people don't collect them and it's just a waste of paper, they don't print out until they're said to print out. So anyways, that is my sketch, or my layout, my interpretation of the sketch for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have down below. Also to the hashtag. The hashtag that Sandy has chosen, which is FASFEB24. Sounds like a secret code. But that's where you get to go and see on Instagram everybody that's playing over there, or on Facebook everybody that's playing in there. The hashtag really does interchange everybody. And I think that is so cool, because now all the people that aren't here on YouTube can join in the fun too. And not that they weren't able to before, but you know what I mean? It's just super cool. And I've never really got into hashtags until this month. And I'm finding it enjoyable, because I get to see so much more than what I was seeing before, just in the Facebook album and in the in YouTube, the list for YouTube. So it's just super cool, and my eyes have been opened, type of thing. All right, so I am going to now stop talking, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'll check y'all later. Bye.